When night settles over the rainforest, the world does not fall silent. Instead, it exhales. Mist rises from the forest floor. Water drips endlessly from leaf to leaf, and hidden lives begin to move. In this humid darkness, among branches suspended above flowing streams, lives a creature so delicate it seems, almost imagined. A frog whose body reveals what nature usually keeps secret. The glass frog is not defined by size or strength. It is defined by transparency. Beneath its emerald green back, its skin turns clear, exposing a softly beating heart, looping intestines, and the quiet mechanics of life itself. This extraordinary adaptation makes the glass frog one of the most visually striking amphibians on Earth, a living window into biology. Glass frogs are found across Central and South America, stretching from southern Mexico through Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and into the Amazon basin. Within these rain-soaked regions exist more than 150 known species, each adapted to specific elevations, temperatures, and stream systems. Some are no larger than a thumb, others grow slightly bigger, but all share the same fragile design. The world is vertical. Glass frogs spend most of their lives clinging to leaves, branches, and moss-covered stems suspended above moving water. Flowing streams are essential, not just for survival, but for reproduction. Without clean, oxygen-rich water below them, their life cycle collapses. During daylight hours, glass frogs remain nearly invisible. They press their bodies flat against leaves, limbs tucked tightly inward. Their green backs blend seamlessly with the foliage, while their transparent undersides allow light to pass through, reducing shadows that predators might detect. Birds search the leaves above streams. Insects crawl nearby, but the frog remains unseen, surviving by stillness. When night arrives, everything changes. Insects emerge in clouds, and the forest fills with sound. Male glass frogs awaken and begin to call. Their voices are soft, high-pitched, and rhythmic, rising gently above the sound of flowing water. Each call is a declaration of territory and an invitation, a signal sent into the darkness. Females listen carefully. Choosing the wrong mate can mean eggs laid in unsafe places, exposed to predators or environmental danger. When a female approaches, mating takes place on a leaf positioned directly above water. Here the future begins. After mating, the female lays clusters of gelatinous eggs on the leaf's surface. Each egg is translucent, allowing observers to watch life develop in real time. Once the eggs are laid, the female departs, but in many species, the male remains. This paternal care is one of the most remarkable behaviors among amphibians. The male glass frog guards the eggs day and night. He hydrates them with moisture from his own body, shields them from direct rainfall that could wash them away, and defends them against predators such as insects, spiders, and parasitic flies. His vigilance directly increases the survival rate of the next generation. As days pass, embryos grow within their fragile capsules. Tiny hearts begin to beat, limbs form, eyes darken. When the moment is right, gravity completes the process. The eggs rupture, and tadpoles drop from the leaf into the stream below, entering an entirely different world. Life in the water is unforgiving. Tadpoles must contend with strong currents, limited food, and constant predation. Fish, aquatic insects, and other amphibians see them as easy prey. Only a small fraction survive this stage, but those that do begin a slow transformation, developing legs, lungs, and the ability to breathe air. Eventually, the young frog emerges from the water and climbs back into the vegetation, above the stream. Its transparency is already present, a survival advantage inherited from millions of years of evolution. From this point on, the frog will live primarily above water, descending only occasionally. Glass frogs feed on small insects, mosquitoes, flies, ants, and moths. In doing so, they help regulate insect populations within the rainforest ecosystem. Though small and often overlooked, their ecological role is significant. Remove them, and imbalances ripple out. Transparency is not merely visual wonder, it is a sophisticated defense. Recent studies show that glass frogs can alter blood circulation while resting, pulling red blood cells away from visible tissues and storing them in the liver. This reduces opacity, making them even harder to detect. It is a biological strategy so refined it borders on invisibility. Despite these adaptations, glass frogs live relatively short lives. In the wild, most species live between 10 and 14 years. If they survive predation, disease, and environmental instability, time is measured in rainy seasons, breeding cycles, and the availability of clean water. When a glass frog dies, there is no ceremony, no gathering. The forest absorbs the loss silently. Predators feed, nutrients return to the soil. The ecosystem continues forward, indifferent yet balanced. In nature, death is not tragedy, it is transition. Today, however, this balance is under threat. Deforestation fragments habitats, removing the leaves and streams glass frogs depend on. Pollution contaminates water systems, poisoning eggs and tadpoles. Climate change alters rainfall patterns, drying streams or flooding them beyond survivable limits. As temperatures rise, suitable habitats shift upward into higher elevations, shrinking the available range for many species. Some glass frogs have already disappeared before being fully studied. Their absence leaves quiet gaps in the rainforest chorus. Conservation efforts now focus on protecting intact rainforest corridors, monitoring populations, and maintaining water quality. In places where forests remain untouched, glass frogs continue their ancient rhythms, calling, mating, guarding eggs, and vanishing into leaf. However, this balance is under threat. Deforestation fragments habitats, removing the leaves and streams glass frogs depend on. Pollution contaminates water systems, poisoning eggs and tadpoles. Climate change alters rainfall patterns, drying streams or flooding them beyond survivable limits. As temperatures rise, suitable habitats shift upward into higher elevations, shrinking the available range for many species. Some glass frogs have already disappeared before being fully studied. Their absence leaves quiet gaps in the rainforest chorus. Conservation efforts now focus on protecting intact rainforest corridors, monitoring populations, and maintaining water quality. In places where forests remain untouched, glass frogs continue their ancient rhythms, calling, mating, guarding eggs, and vanishing into leaf. When mist drapes the forest once more, a glass frog clings beneath a leaf, heart beating softly in plain sight. It does not know it is rare. It does not know it is studied. It only knows instinct, survival, and repetition. The stream flows endlessly beneath it, carrying memories of countless generations. Life continues, fragile yet persistent, transparent yet essential. In the quiet complexity of the rainforest, the glass frog survives, not by dominance or force, but by blending so perfectly with the world that it becomes almost impossible to see. And sometimes, the most extraordinary lives are the ones hidden in plain sight. Glass frogs offer far more to humanity than their beauty alone suggests. Hidden high above rainforest streams, these delicate amphibians serve as living indicators of environmental health. Because glass frogs are extremely sensitive to changes in temperature, humidity, and water quality. Their presence signals that an ecosystem remains clean, balanced, and functioning properly. When glass frog populations begin to decline, it often provides an early warning that freshwater systems are becoming polluted or disrupted, alerts that help scientists and communities respond before damage becomes irreversible. Beyond environmental monitoring, glass frogs contribute to natural pest control. By feeding on mosquitoes, flies, and other small insects, they help regulate populations that would otherwise spread disease or damage crops. In regions where glass frogs thrive, they quietly reduce the need for chemical pesticides, supporting healthier ecosystems and safer water sources for human use. Their nightly feeding habits form an invisible shield that benefits nearby human populations without ever being noticed. Scientifically, glass frogs have transformed our understanding of biology. Their transparent skin allows researchers to study internal organs, blood flow, and development without invasive procedures. This unique feature has provided valuable insights into organ regeneration, circulation control, and embryonic development, knowledge that informs medical research, including studies on human blood disorders and tissue repair. Few animals offer such a direct window into living anatomy. Glass frogs also play a crucial role in maintaining food web stability. As both predators of insects and prey for birds, reptiles, and mammals, they help maintain balance across multiple levels of the ecosystem. This stability supports forests that protect watersheds, regulate climate, and provide clean air and water for human populations downstream. Protecting glass frogs means protecting entire systems that human life depends upon. Culturally and economically, glass frogs support ecotourism and environmental education. Their rarity and uniqueness draw researchers, students, and nature enthusiasts from around the world, creating sustainable income opportunities for local communities while promoting conservation awareness. When people witness a glass frog in the wild, it often becomes a powerful moment that inspires respect for fragile ecosystems. Perhaps most importantly, glass frogs remind humanity of the delicate connection between all life. Their survival depends on clean water, intact forests, and stable climates, the same conditions humans require. By protecting glass frogs, we protect ourselves. Their existence is a quiet lesson written in transparency. When nature thrives, so do we. Wildlife like the glass frog protects the balance of our planet, often without being seen. Subscribe to learn more about the species that shape our world. Like the video to support educational content, and share it with someone who loves nature.